Everybody, how are you guys? I hope you guys are doing good. Welcome to the Search Marketplace. This free training right here is going to be discussing how you, as a freelancer, can get high paying freelancing jobs. If this is your first time here in Surge, welcome. If you have been here for the second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time. I don't know. I know others are regulars here. Welcome once again. I hope that this topic here that we're going to be discussing will be very beneficial for you. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Grace Luxina. I am the CEO and owner of Surge Marketplace. And tonight, again, we will be discussing how to get high paying freelancing jobs. This is a topic that a lot are actually struggling because when it comes to freelancing, others have a niche, others also have experiences, have training, have certificates. But when it comes to getting clients, it's a little bit hard. Also, going deeper when it comes to getting high paying freelancing jobs or freelancing contracts, it's also a struggle. So, these are things that we're going to be discussing tonight, and I hope this will really help you. So, if you also have a person in mind when it comes to this topic right here, feel free to tag them, feel free to share this in your feed to different groups, feel free to share this in your messenger groups, in your Viber groups to everybody that may be needing this topic in order for us to all flourish in the freelancing world. All right, so before I'm going to start, please let me know where are you watching right now. I know we have people coming from YouTube, okay, from different platforms. We also have people watching from LinkedIn, also from Facebook. Hi to you guys. Let me know where are you located so I would be able to have a grasp on our audience tonight. Okay, so we have here, okay, from Panglao, Paul. Okay, hi there. From Seoul, Korea, we also have from Quezon City. Okay, that's good to know. Manila, okay, Mandaluyong. We also have from Calamba, Laguna. Okay, good evening. We have another one from Davao. Okay, others are saying we're watching from LinkedIn. Others are also saying we're watching from YouTube. Others are in Facebook. Okay, Davao City. We also have another one from Negros, Laguna, Cavite, Bukidnon. Okay, Taiwan, Cagayan de Oro. Okay, Bukidnon. We have Caloocan, Cagayan. Okay, Nueva Ecija, Davao City. Blessed evening to you also, Manuel. We also have Bukidnon, Pangasinan, Dipolog. Okay. Others are saying that, where they're at when it comes to the platform. Jason is from Davao City, and then we also have Dubai, okay, Pakistan, Ormoc, Benguet, okay, Tondo, Manila, all right, another one from Dubai. Hi to everybody. Okay, so I hope that this will be a blessing to you guys wherever you're located. May you be in the Philippines, outside the Philippines, whatever nationality you have. We pray that in your freelancing, you're going to be getting tips and techniques and insights on how you can get high-paying freelancing jobs. All right, so when it comes to this topic, it's like what I mentioned earlier, a lot are really struggling. There's a lot of competition. There are also a lot of in-demand niches, and a lot are seasoned, probably even freelancers, but they're not getting high-paying jobs. So this will be the discussions that we're going to discuss tonight. When it comes to me, I have been freelancing, and I have also been teaching and mentoring people how they can start freelancing and be successful. We've had thousands of students, and most of them are really successful. I am a business owner, a mom, a wife. I'm also a seasoned coach in freelancing, and these are my fields of expertise right here. I also do speaking engagements, training, and business consulting. We are the Surge Marketplace, and we are registered under FBA Business Consultancy Corporation. It is a freelancing marketplace that will provide and is providing freelancing training, services, and solutions through the Surge brand. And these are our current partnerships and collaborations. And the number one service that we provide our freelancing courses, also freelancing in-depth courses, mini courses, and premium access to all of our courses. When it comes to getting high-paying freelancing jobs, these will be the discussions on how you can position yourself to relevant and competitive niche. How are you going to also create your online presence and portfolio, getting feedback from client? How are you going to position yourself and your freelancing? Will you focus on quality or will you focus on quantity? Okay. And how can you be client centric? So we're going to have a discussion. We're also going to have a question and answer towards the end. And then I will give you a code which you can use for the feedbacking. Okay. So you will need the feedback form in order for you to be certified. So it's really good to be certified because you can use this as a portfolio later down the road when you're doing applications. Okay, so when getting high paying jobs, the number one thing that you need to consider is you need to choose a relevant or competitive niche. Okay, you have to challenge yourself a little bit deeper when it comes to how are you going to serve clients through different niche. So don't just go ahead and position yourself in simple tasks like data entry, transcription, general virtual assistants. You have to consider becoming in demand and competitive when it comes to your services. Okay. So when we're talking about relevance, those are tasks that are very needed in the marketplace. So you have to be relevant. How are you going to do that? You know, to upskill, you have to check what are the client's needs, and you have to be in the competitive niche. Okay, if you're going to ask me, Coach Grace, what are the competitive niche in today's freelancing? Probably the ones that are into web development, into e-commerce, into digital marketing, okay, into accounting. Those are very competitive, into storytelling, into editing. So you have to be competitive. Don't just be a freelancer that is very much comfortable in your niche. Okay. A lot of us are not getting high paying jobs because we're too scared to go out and learn other tasks. We're too scared and learn other competitive niche. So in the freelancing world, it's not about us and it's not about our services, but it's about what the clients are willing to pay us. It's about what the clients can actually benefit from us. So position yourself in a relevant or competitive niche. What does this mean? This means that you have to choose freelancing skills or freelancing services that are a little bit difficult, that will probably challenge you for the first 1 month to 2 months, will challenge you during the learning phase, but will position you later on to be an in-demand client, okay, or an in-demand freelancer. I've had a student in the past, you know, it was very, he got out of college, he was very new in freelancing, and immediately he learned search engine optimization. Okay, and few months down the road, he is a six-digit earner, and he has been earning almost, you know, more than 100,000. And this is because he challenged himself into search engine optimization. Okay, so for you, don't just be, you know, you have to change your mind, you have to change your mindset. Okay, don't be thinking that this is where I'm comfortable with, like I just want to do simple tasks. Okay, I just want to do data entry. Okay, if we see people that are trending, if we see people that are earning big digits or becoming millionaire, okay, are building homes, are buying cars, or traveling here and there, and buying television or AC or and all of these things, immediately we want those high paying jobs. Okay, immediately we want to be like them. We also want to achieve our first million in freelancing. However, we're not challenging ourselves for this one right here. Okay, how are we going to position ourselves to relevant and competitive niches? It's very important, probably among all the topics that I'm going to be sharing with you, this is the most important right here. Okay, we are in an emerging market. When we're talking about freelancing, it emerges every year. There are new skills to be learned. There are new relevant and competitive high paying jobs, and without you embracing the continuous learning and the learning type of mindset, you are going to be just receiving $3 per hour, $4 per hour, and you're not getting high paying jobs. You're not achieving your freelancing goals because you are too scared to go out of your comfort zone. Okay. So make sure that you consider this one. Okay, make sure that you're positioning yourself in a relevant and competitive niche or skill. Okay, so how are you going to do that? Okay, give me concrete examples, coach. Okay, when we're talking about niche, this refers to an area of interest that is developed by from your strengths or passion, or it can sometimes be jobs that you can do that is related to your personality or to your talents. Okay, it might be that you're really good in creating videos, so you might want to consider video editing. Okay, maybe you're into online selling, so maybe you would like to transition into e-commerce, into servicing clients in e-commerce. Or it can be that you will just position yourself in a niche that you are providing services, even if it's just the services that you are currently serving right now, but you are repositioning your target market. Okay, for example, it might be that you are providing accounting or bookkeeping. You're providing social media, okay, and you can serve different clients from different niches. But because you're considering relevant and competitive skills, instead of just pursuing a general target market like small business owners or SMEs or entrepreneurs, coaches, you are going to check on what are the relevant and competitive industries right now. So, as a bookkeeper, I probably would search for e-commerce, software, okay, and I will provide my services there. Okay, so that's also another type of getting out of your comfort zone and positioning your skills for something that is relevant and competitive. So it's really important that you go out of your comfort zone. When you're finding your own niche, it can be that it has relevant, or relevance or the same when it comes to your strengths and interests. Okay, maybe you're a creative person and you'd like to provide email marketing services or graphics design, or you can narrow down your options and really check what are the skills that you can grow with when it comes to being, treating freelancing as a career. You can also analyze the market and the competition. Okay, you can go ahead and check who are the six-digit earners, who are the millionaires in freelancing now. Those are your competition. So analyze them. Where are they getting clients? Learn from them. Okay, where that's becoming relevant, that's becoming competitive. You have to analyze what market are they serving. Are they coming from? Are they serving the real estate market? Are they serving small business owners? Are they serving the food industry? Okay, you analyze it. Don't just be sitting there and just wanting to do whatever you want and then asking that the blessings will come to you. Okay, you have to go out and become relevant and competitive. You can also probably find a niche that is profitable. Okay, the ones that are in demand right now, just like what I mentioned, are into software development, e-commerce, financials. Okay, those are the ones that are in demand. So you might want to consider that. Or you can also test out ideas. Okay, maybe you want to venture out into selling products instead, maybe creating templates and selling them. Okay, so you have, but no matter what, go and be out of your comfort zone and seek relevance and competitiveness. There are a lot of other options that you can do. Okay. Number two, when we want to be a high paid freelancers, you really have to work on your trustworthiness or your authority. And one thing that you can do in order to do this is to establish your online presence or your portfolio. Okay, you hear a lot of portfolios when you're dealing with a search marketplace because we are very much big into portfolios. Okay, probably the first one that really created portfolio-based freelancing is Search Marketplace. All right, why is that? Because we know that when we want to prove ourselves, and I shared this last Tuesday, that when you want to go ahead and prove what you can do to clients, a resume might not make it, or a cover letter might not make it. Your social media presence or your online presence, your portfolio is usually your testimony on what you can do. So Make yourself again go out of your comfort zone and create that online portfolio a little bit. Okay, be the expert in that field, be an authority in that field. Create your LinkedIn profile and start sharing about your freelancing journey. Create a Facebook page and start sharing the feedback from clients, BTS or behind the scenes of your freelancing, your certificates coming from search marketplace, your training, what are you learning so far, the books that you have read, the things that you are meditating right now. Build that online portfolio, because an online portfolio or online presence also suggests that you are an authority or an expert in your field. Nowadays, when clients are checking out who you are and what you can do, most often they will check out your social media presence. Okay, most often they will look at your email signature and check out the socials, the social media links in that email signature. So be established freelancer if you want to be a high paying freelancer. Why? Because when you start having all of this really good online presence, maybe your TikTok is has 50,000 followers. Maybe your Facebook page has 1,000 likes. Your LinkedIn has 5,000 connections. Then there is some type of respect that clients will give you and will probably choose you over the others that were shortlisted. Okay. So if you want to be a freelancer, that has a lot of incoming high paying jobs, build that online presence, build that online portfolio, build your expertise and your authority. And when we're talking about this, okay, you can actually look at my life. I'm an entrepreneur by birth or by choice, okay? I was able to venture into entrepreneurship because of you guys. You followed me and you supported me all the way. We've been together for 6 years now, okay? Those that are following me and my journey from FBA to search, you know the story, all right? But how did I make it happen? It's all building online presence and online portfolios. We started in Facebook, we went into Instagram, we built LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, okay? And we're doing all of this, and it doesn't happen overnight, okay? So don't be expecting that when you want a high paying freelancing job, you just go and do something and then immediately it will happen. No, it's a lifestyle, it's a habit, it's forming relationship with your customers and with your clients. Okay, but once it happens, it will be incoming. Okay, you would have leads all the time. You will not be applying in Upwork anymore. You will not be applying and sending applications anymore. Clients will just be coming into you because they see you as an expert, they see you as an authority, and now you can demand for higher payments. Okay, because others may have been, and this is actually based on my experience, some of the stories that I have heard from some of our students is that they've been with the client for 5 years, they've been with a client for 10 years, but their pay is not high paying. They still are paid $3 per hour, $4 per hour. And here are the newbies who are building their online presence and they're charging the clients $10, $13, $15. What's the difference? Authority and expertise being expressed and being communicated online. So build that online portfolio. You can just start in LinkedIn. You can just start with a Facebook page, okay? Probably just those two, maybe even just LinkedIn, as long as you have a platform that you are communicating all of your expertise as a freelancer. What can you share in this online portfolio or in your online presence in different socials? Number one, your journey. Number two, client feedback. Number three, certificates. Okay, if you've been joining here, you have a certificate almost every other week or almost every week. Okay, your contracts, your hourly rate, okay, your wins, your expressions, and they will see that when clients are checking out. And we will probably come to a time where resumes will not be relevant anymore. Okay, it's going to be portfolios, it's going to be your website, it's going to be your social media presence. Okay, so start today. Probably you're going to thank me 3 years down the road or 5 years down the road because you started today. Okay, now the question now, coach, is when we're talking about online portfolio, what can I refer there? What can I display there? Okay, an online portfolio is a digital collection of information about your past work. Okay, so all of your screenshots, all of your in the picture you can see a portfolio of a photographer. Okay, so all of the pictures that this photographer has taken, it's all displayed, right? And you can also apply this and create a collection of your experiences, qualifications, skills. Okay, the things that you have learned from the website, legitimacy. Okay, your understanding of the work in the industry, it all is showcased in this online portfolio. All right. So again, certificates. It can also be your learning, your screenshots of your recent work, your outputs. Okay, you can display it all there. It can be just screenshots. Okay, that will really help you in exercising your authority. And when clients are checking out what you can do, then they will rate you higher and they will charge you higher. I mean, you can charge them higher because you have authority and expertise displayed in your online presence. Okay. So it is important because you are establishing your brand. You are also able to go ahead and access um, possible prospects. You can be accessed by possible leads, possible prospects through the internet, especially if you're doing SEO. Okay. And that person can access you via searches, via Google, via socials. Okay. You can create and build your portfolio in these free websites. Okay. We have here Canva. There's also, we have Canva. We also have WordPress, okay, Wix, Weebly, Behance. My highly suggested ones are, I think I would go for Canva, WordPress, and Wix. Okay. If you are not that techy, maybe you can consider building one in Canva and also in Wix. But if you want to be friendly with SEO later on, then go ahead and do it in WordPress. Okay. So again, build your online presence. Okay. So you can go ahead and this is just a run through of what was discussed last time. Okay, a review. If you want to go ahead and get a full understanding on this one, watch the video that we did last. So another one, when we're talking about how you can be paid higher as a freelancer, is that you have to get social proofs. And you can do this by getting feedback from clients. We discussed this last week as well, that you can actually start giving free jobs, okay, probably a 10-hour, a 5-hour free jobs, and then you require those clients to give you a feedback. Okay, and you can use those feedback as part of your social proofs. Okay, social proof refers to um, real feedback from clients who really went through and experienced your very own services. Okay, why why is this that this will lead to high paying freelancing jobs? Because clients, the one big reason that clients are not hiring you or probably is giving you a low rate is that they don't know you. Okay, there's a big and a vast or a big gap between giving you what you deserve or your value and what they think you're worth. That's why your online presence will help. That's why feedback from other clients will really help, because if there are a lot of feedback from other clients, then that's already your social proof that you can deliver. That's already your proof that you're worth the dollar. Okay, and they will not pay you a lower rate because there are other proofs that you can really do the job, that you can really deliver, and you can really carry out a good output. Okay, but you're not getting this good feedback if when you have not experienced a job. So what can you do, when it comes to this one, is maybe you can consider providing free jobs. Okay, you might want to consider giving um, a test trial, as long as you are able to generate feedback again. Okay, so getting your clients feedback or information is usually telling the potential or future clients about your quality service. Okay, and how you're able to meet the customer preferences. And when this happens, this means that you are not just a newbie, you are not a freelancer that is just out there to get or to hunt clients. You have been you are experienced and you are seasoned, and by then you can position yourself for high paid freelancing jobs. Okay, so you're not just like a newbie and they're going to pay you up because you don't have any experience yet. I will just pay you $6, $5. But with client feedback, you're positioning yourself to higher pay because you have proven yourself. Okay, so this is important because of the following. Number one, it points out aspects of your service, okay, that may need improvements as well. So that's a good sign for you. Like if the client will say that there were some delays, you don't know how to meet deadlines, there are some issues in quality, then you can work on that. Okay, it also makes the client more feel involved. Okay, it generates positive review. That's one of the most important, and it will help the client be convinced to come back or to refer other clients. And when the clients potential clients that are coming in will see that, they will also consider, if they totally don't know you, they will consider trusting you because there are other feedback. Okay, so get high in order for you to have high paying jobs, go ahead and get that feedback from clients. Okay, always ask. You can ask, directly, from the service that you provided. You can also give them a feedback form. You can also email them surveys, and then you can also offer an affordable or free service in return of a feedback. Okay, so those are avenues on how you can go ahead and get feedback from clients that will position you to get high paying jobs. Okay. Another one that you need to consider is managing quality versus quantity. Okay. Oftentimes, okay, this is how you're going to go ahead and manage. And most often, I'm going to share that you provide quality work. Okay. Because that will position you for higher rates. If you are providing quality work, then you can charge the client $10, $13, okay, because it's quality. Um, if it's not quality, then usually the client will it's okay, if they lose a small income, it's okay because it's not really quality, so it's not also costing them a lot. Okay, but if you're providing them quality work, even if you only have, let's just say, 10 hours a week, okay, that's 2 hours Monday to Friday, but you are paid $10 per hour, so you are actually earning $80 per hour, I mean $80 per week. Okay, and that's already 300 plus 320, no, for the whole month. That's around 17,000 pesos already, and you're only spending, or you're only working 2 hours a day. Okay, Monday to Friday. How much more if you're working 4 hours a day, Monday to Friday? That's around 40,000. Okay, but when you are focusing on quality, then you can charge more. When you are focusing on quality of your work, then you can charge for a higher rate. Okay, and you can go ahead and require the client to pay you higher, like $1,000 per hour, $800, no, $1,000 per whole month. Why is that? Because they know that you are really providing quality. Okay, now if you're also just probably a newbie and you want to go for quantity, okay, what can you do? Of course, that means that you need to be providing a lot of hours in work, because if you are only paid $3, $4, $5, then you have to also work more. You have to work for probably make up with the hours. Maybe you have to work for 40 hours, 50 hours per week, okay, to make up. So it's for me, when we're talking about how to get high paying freelancing jobs, go for quality, so you can really go and freelance, so you can really go and manage your time, enjoy time freedom, enjoy flexibility. Then you can charge the client higher, and with that, you can go ahead and only have short amount of time, okay, and then charge a higher rate. Then you're providing quality work. Okay, maybe you would start with quantity on your first 3 months, but then when you have more client feedback, when you have more feedback from customers, it's like what I mentioned earlier, there's more trust, there are more referral, and then now you can go for a higher rate. When you focus on quality, higher rate, then you can actually really get high paying freelancing jobs, while freelancing. Okay. Last but not the least is always be client centric. Okay, this is actually one of probably the most significant and the one of the most important one. Okay, even when you're getting clients, okay, don't be copy pasting your cover letter. Make sure that you read the client's description or the job description. Make sure that you research about the company. Make sure that you're there on time. Make sure that everything is working because you want the client to really hire you. It's client centric. Always think on how you can be giving satisfaction to clients. Okay, so when we're talking about being customer centric, it is a strategy or a culture that you are providing out there in your services that focus on creating the best experience for the client. Okay, and it is where you can provide opinions and also be on top of your work and completing your work. So when we're talking about being customer centric, it's not just providing, like work here. Okay, so there should be a change of mindset, and hear me out on this one. A lot of you are not getting high paying jobs because you are treating clients the same. Okay, and you're just trying it out. You're like, submit here, submit there, submit, like apply here, apply that. Why don't we just, like try this or try that? Okay, actually, if you become client centric and you focus on quality over quantity, you sit down and learn who are these clients, study them. Okay, create an assessment, create a free assessment, provide plans for them, provide proposals for them. So you are client centric, but actually if you do that, you are getting high paying freelancing jobs because they will feel your connection. They will feel the amount of value that you are providing. They will feel the amount of work and the quality of work that you're providing for them. Okay. An example of this one is what Coach Gab has done in the pandemic. Coach Gab, we have him as a guest here like a few months ago. He's one of our coaches in Eastern Mindanao in freelancing, and he also has an agency. Okay, it's called the Dream Team. All right, and so we have this culture of like quality providing. So when this client, it was a big client. When this client was getting proposals from different virtual assistants and agency, he and his team came to the meeting and presented a whole PowerPoint pitch. Okay, they presented a whole PowerPoint pitch, and then they were like, "These are your issues and pain points based on the description." Okay, we also did a real research about your company. These are the things that we found out, and here are the things also. So they provided solution. Here are also the things that we think we can do and deliver as a team. Okay, and these are so they created a whole pitch, and that gave them a 1 million peso project. Okay, for them and the whole team. And that's where you can really see how one application or one proposal is really client centric. It is a strategy. So if you just like, and I talked to a lot of hiring managers, they are willing to pay everybody with high paying freelancing jobs, but during the application process they don't feel the heart, they don't feel the value. This is why it's really important to be client centric. Okay, it's really important to think on how can I be there for the client? How can I make my application valuable for the clients? And it may involve, doing an assessment. Okay, you can go ahead and probably drive client values or drive customer and your relationship with that is value driven. Okay, so it might be that you're going to list the values and the culture that matters to the client and really mention that and really embody that in your application. You can also collect the client and what they want, information from them. What are their what are their mission, their vision, okay? And you want to embody that in your application letter, in your proposal. Okay, what are their desires? Okay, work on that when you're creating projects. Consider what are consider yourself in the position of the client. Okay, as if you are the owner, as if that company is yours. How are you going to grow it? How are you going to provide higher ROI? Okay, so be client centric. Actually, if you do this, okay, you will really get high paying freelancing jobs. Okay, because they're going to refer you. If they're really satisfied by your work, they're going to get a lot of referrals down, your freelancing service. You might be able to create an agency because they're getting you lots of clients. The problem again is oftentimes we're trying applications and we're just having the mindset of trying, okay, trying, like, oh, I'm just sending out applications here and there. It's not really value driven. It's not really client centric. So when the clients are getting it, it's not, when the clients are getting our applications, they don't feel the heart. They don't feel the proposal. There's no connection to it. Okay. However, if we are client centric, the client will feel it out. You're going the extra mile. Okay. You're doing what they think is valuable for them, and that's communicated, in your application process. Okay, so be client centric. Make sure that you hear out the client, you hear out, their pain points, and you provide solution. You provide value on what matters to them, because that will position you towards becoming a high paying freelancing jobs. Okay, so again, as we go through the whole process, and we're going to go into question and answer after this. When you want to be a high paying, if you want to get high paying freelancing jobs, make sure that you position yourself in relevant and competitive niche. It's time, okay? 2003 is coming. So don't be a freelancer that is choosy, a freelancer that is stuck in the comfort zone, okay? It takes a lot of upskilling. It takes a lot of going out of your comfort zone. Okay, and I'm challenging you. Yes, you. All right, today. Make sure that in the last quarter of 2022, that you're going to challenge yourself in the competitive and relevant niches that really matters to clients. Okay, be client centric, be client driven. The client will not choose you because you are beautiful, because you can talk in English properly, because you are learned, because you're coming from a good background, because you have character. It all boils down to, can they earn from you? Can they grow their business from you? So make sure that you are really having, this right here, relevant and competitive skills. Find out, maybe do a little research, in your area, in your niche, in what you have right now, in your certifications. What are the niches that are needing your skills? What are the niches or the industries that are probably in need of your services? Or maybe you have to altogether rebrand. Okay, maybe the skills that you have right now are not anymore in demand, and you have to upskill. Okay, challenge yourself on what is relevant and competitive for the client. Okay, it's not about you. Okay, it's not you, it's me. All right. So it's not about you, and it's not about what you feel like you're comfortable. It's really about what the client needs. So you position yourself. There's a saying in business that you have to be successful. You have to always think of the end. Start with the end in mind. Okay, so if you want to be hired and you want to be getting high paying freelancing jobs, think of the client. Think, where are they hanging out? What are groups that you need to join? Think about skills. Think about niches that are in demand for the client. So think about the client. Okay, another one is always build that authority. It might not happen in 2 months. Might not happen in 6 months, but over time. Okay, start in LinkedIn. You can see a lot of freelancers building their portfolios in LinkedIn, and they're sharing. There's a lot of free Canva designs. Just probably share quotes, motivations. Okay, your journey as a freelancer, client feedback. Before you know it, there are a lot of clients trusting you more because of that online presence. So build that today. I tell you, and I think I mentioned this, I think 2 years ago, that uh, there will come a time that everybody will just be looking for portfolio when we are looking for when we are hiring people, and that's what's happening now. Okay, and again, I'm telling you, resumes later on and cover letters will not be relevant anymore. Okay, it's going to be portfolios, your videos. Okay, you're showing the client outputs. Okay, so build that online portfolio now, because the more you can grow your presence, the more you can grow your traction, the better it is for you. Feedback will also help you. So make sure that you're getting feedback. Okay, it might be through emails, through forms, through providing affordable or free services. Get that feedback because it will boost the client's confidence in hiring you. Also manage quality and quantity. So don't just go for lots and lots of applications. Okay, make sure that you're providing quality service so you can go for higher freelancing jobs and not the low paying jobs. Okay. And above all, be client centric. Always think of the needs and the pain points of clients so you can actually provide value for them. Okay. That's all for this. I know that it's a little bit generic because these are evergreen content. Okay, when we're talking about evergreen, these are content that will help you no matter where you're at and no matter what the time is. This will still be relevant in 2023, 2025, 2035. Okay, this will still be relevant, and that's what we want happening in your life. Okay, I hope that this is helpful. If you can connect with us in our socials, we are in Twitter, in LinkedIn, in Instagram, in TikTok, in Pinterest, in YouTube. Okay, while you are here right now, you may be watching via Facebook, via YouTube, via LinkedIn. Please subscribe. Okay, please go ahead and comment so we can get to know you a little bit. Okay, so I know that sometimes, I'm checking LinkedIn, I'm checking Facebook and YouTube. I'm seeing regular names. Okay. I'm starting to know you all, and I would love that. I love becoming more intimate and personal with you guys. Okay. So comment below. Let us know how we can help you. Comment suggestions and other topics that may be relevant to you guys. Subscribe to our channel so we can really be connected. If you also need assistance, our email is info@thesearchmarketplace.com. You can also be empowered through our freelancing courses. And by the way, until tomorrow, we are lowering down our promos. Go ahead and check out our socials in order to avail that. After tomorrow, it's going to go high. Okay, so avail our low prices from our courses. And right, so let's go ahead and check out some questions here. Okay, so we have a good more than 15 minutes when we're talking about feedback and also questions. Okay. Um, all right. Is data analyst in demand right now? Very much in demand. Okay. So data analytics, everything about big cloud, about data, about developments, okay, Web3, it's all in demand, okay? After we sign in, automatically receive certificate. You will be getting certificate after you fill in the feedback form. So register here. After registration, after this one, you'll be getting feedback form. So make sure that you fill in the registration, and then from the feedback form, you will be given the certification. Yes, in demand. Okay. Another question right here. You're welcome, Maria. Okay, good evening to everybody. Um, First time from Rustenburg. Okay, I don't know what country is this. All right, is this in Germany or in Europe? Let me know. Um, okay, thank you for tagging your friends as well. Where and how can we show post our feedback? Okay, that's a good question. Okay, so for example, here, let me go ahead and show you our Facebook page. Okay. Um, right. So if we go to our Facebook page, I'll just share the screen. You can actually gather one whole. So this is our Facebook page right there. Okay. That's one of our promo. We also have our lower prices. Okay. But if you go here, okay, we're actually posting feedback here, right? So like and hired students. Okay, so we can just go directly from. We have a whole one album for all feedback there. All right. If you go and look at this, okay, all of this feedback, okay, these are feedback from our students. all throughout the years. Okay, we have not been generating everything. Okay, but these are feedback. Okay, and uh, our students getting purses. Okay, houses. Simple. Okay, like for example, probably this one. Thank you so much, coach. I learned a lot from your coaching session. Sulit. Okay, so the payment is worth it. And she's saying that when I filled in the Upwork and online jobs before, okay, it was very difficult. But now, because of the coaching, there are a lot of inputs in my profiles. Okay, and last was able to apply the business into my. I mean, I was able to also apply the strategies into my business and how to promote my business. Thank you very much. Okay, so she took the freelancing, but the techniques were also applied into her business. So that's one example. So you can take screenshots and then create feedback. Okay, or you can also create social proofs, like the ones that really tried your services. Okay, so we have here. Let's just go ahead and do this. Okay, so okay, this was all the way from 2016. Okay, we want to be able to get the ones that are recent. Okay, so we have there from SEO. Okay, the recent ones we covered their names. So you can go ahead and probably take screenshots, and then, like for example, for this one. Okay, she's thankful that she was able to achieve her first $5,000, okay, in an Upwork. Okay, so those are examples that you can consider when you have, when you're considering feedback, and you can post it in your socials. You can post it also. You can create albums just like what I did. Okay, and you can, when clients are featuring, that they would see it on. Okay, HR also, yes, it's important. It's in demand. HR assistants. Okay, how can I avoid freelance scams in freelancing industry? Number one, make sure that you you research about the client. Do they have a website? Okay, do they have social media presence? At least they should be on LinkedIn. Okay, if they're not if they don't have an online presence, that's a red flag. If they don't have a website, that's a red flag. Okay. If they're going to give you free this and free that, or ask you to pay, that's also a red flag. Okay. How do you spot if to spot if the job offer is too good to be true? If the task is very simple, but the payment is really high. Okay, like data entry, and we're going to pay you $10,000. Yes, it's too good to be true. Okay, so that's not really. No. And then if you have a coach, or mentor, or you can probably just email me, give me a screenshot. We will help you. No questions. I love the discussions. Really informative. Thank you. We also have the Surge, any course on data analyst. We are building on that right now. And we're building one in KIP, one in masterclass Excel. There's also in supply chain. Okay, those are the ones that we're developing. VA agency. Okay, so we have incoming. Okay, this is an answer to this question also. Incoming digital marketing, a good course. Yes, you can apply. It's also in demand. Real estate virtual assistants. Yes, especially now. Okay, when it comes to real estate virtual assistants, you might want to really consider this one, because I think the biggest real estate mogul, okay, in the US. I saw this in TikTok. He mentioned that today is, or this year is probably the lowest when it comes to real estate market. The next 3 to 5 years is just going to soar high. Okay, those are the predictions. And what does this mean when it comes to virtual assistants in real estate? This means that you're going to have a lot of work because brokers, agents will have a lot of tasks for you. Okay, because it's going to be a boom in the real estate, maybe in the Philippines and I mean, especially in the US. Training for online apps systems. We have different ones. Okay, but it's usually very specified. Okay, you can check out our academy site in order to do that. Yes, very in demand. Shopify admin. Yes, we also have a course for Shopify for digital marketing. For freelance, posting in Upwork, a little details about the business, what are the right approach to know the clients and their business, and to strategize our proposals. Usually you can tell their needs in the job description. Okay. They will usually mention the things. And if you go also into the clients, though this is not really applicable to all, but there are clients who will share the information about their company. So you might want to go ahead and base it on that. If they're not mentioning the name of the company, usually they will tell that we are a software company, we are an e-commerce company. So those are some of your basic foundations when you are creating proposals. What are the basic freelancing skills to acquire? You know, Microsoft, Google, internet skills, communication skills, marketing skills, lead generation skills. All right. We have a course on that. It covers all. It's called the freelancing course. Help me with data analyst. Hopefully, okay, we will be able to create that as soon as possible. I don't have any job experience. I'm planning to enroll in one of your courses. What do you recommend for newbie? Freelancing. Yes, freelancing first. Social media management or marketing is a little bit in depth. Okay, it's one of our in-depth courses. So go for the freelancing course first. Is it advisable to enroll in virtual assistant courses? Yes, it will really help you. Okay. I talked to a possible long-term, partner for our services because we have the training to hire program, and she mentioned, earlier that one of her difficulties in hiring virtual assistants is that they don't have an idea how everything works. Okay, they're just like applying here and there. So, when you are a newbie, understand the industry first, understand how it works. So, in our freelancing course, you will know what are the payment methods, what are the categories, what are the possible tasks, the whole process, the acquisition, and everything. So, you will really be guided. Because if you will jump right away to web design, it might be that you learn how to do designs, but you don't know how to market your services. You don't know where to apply. You don't know how to create lead generation processes for your virtual assistants, and you will run out of clients. Okay. I'm a teenager who wants to also enroll in freelancing world. How will I start my business portfolio? So, Alicia, maybe you can go ahead and get training. I highly recommend getting training because it seems, when you're getting training and coaching and mentoring, what where we stop learning, that's usually where you start learning. So everything, all the strategies, mistakes, you get the shortcut of it all. Though it's not gonna be shortcut because we will demand you to watch the videos, learn the skills, provide outputs. But it's a shorter version or route instead of like second guessing and learning other free videos that doesn't really give you the whole content. Okay. Planning to intern for free and local agency. Is it also relevant to impress? Yes, very much helpful when you are doing internship. Okay. If it doesn't have pay, it's also okay as long as they provide you a certificate or a feedback. Okay. For Surge, that's what we do. We usually require our virtual assistants a 20-hour per week internship, but and it's usually free because the companies that we contact for these internships are having the mindset that they're working with interns, so they don't usually demand. And but the other side of it is, yeah, they're getting it for free or they don't pay. But we require them certification and feedbacking because again, feedback will lead you to higher freelancing payments. Okay. I just tuned in. I'll ask training how much. Yes, our Reva training is currently, okay, if you go to our Facebook page, okay, it's right here. I'll add the link. You can go and check out the pin post, and it's all there. Okay, except for you who are already in Facebook, you can just go to the pin post. Okay, but the ones that are watching, okay, so in YouTube and in LinkedIn, there is a comment there that says facebook.com/search marketplace. The pin post there is the pin post there is where our courses are. And again, these are very low up to tomorrow only. Okay. Newbie enrolled in digital marketing has no experience in being a freelancer. Yes, you can. A lot of our courses are newbie friendly, but if you want to understand really the basics of virtual assistants, you go ahead and start with the freelancing course. Tips for copywriters. You focus on a certain niche. Okay, maybe coaches, maybe the ones that are leading copywriters, maybe the ones in software industry because they're building websites or they're building their pitches. Okay, focus on a certain niche. Ideal rate that we can charge to potential clients if they are new in freelancing. If you have the skill and you have the certification, start with $6 to $10. But if you don't have a certified skill, maybe you have and usually they will really look for the ones with certification and experience. But if you don't have that, you can go for $5, okay, or even sometimes less. And clients can post their feedback through LinkedIn. Yes, you can also ask them for recommendations in LinkedIn. How much is the per hour or per monthly? Okay, per hour if you are skilled, again, certified and experienced, $6 to $10 per hour, or 600 to $1,000 per month. It depends with your expertise. Building rapport with prospect. How do you learn their culture? You communicate, get to know them. Like for example, when you are in your lead generation process, don't just offer your services right away. Comment in their post, follow them, connect with them, like their post, do that every day, so you're building rapport, and then afterwards, you can share your services. Premium access of 99, good for 12 months, yes, but you have to pay every month. So that's 999 per month for 12 months. Next month, it will be back to 199. Okay. Okay, so I think we have one more question or two more questions. Two more questions. I have been working in the corporate for 5 years as purchaser, buyer, and I really love to do freelancing. What are the specific jobs? Maybe in admin, okay, or appointment setting, or yeah, maybe there are still back support. Maybe you can go ahead and apply on the supply chain and logistics company. Okay, but you're doing purchasing, buying, and setting appointments by online. Okay, how does your courses work? It's usually for a month, and usually you're going to meet for a class coaching, except if you're going to just do a video on demand. The video on demand, you access it. You can just be certified when you're done with the required portfolios. There, another option is videos plus class coaching, and usually you will go for a class coaching for 2 to 4 times a month. But we're also offering mentoring. That's really a one-to-one basis, and it's more expensive as well. Surge apprenticeship, is it done after the course or during the course? It's usually after the course because we don't want to match you with clients and you are half baked. Okay, it's not just good for the client. Okay, we're client-centric. It's bad for them. They're working with you and you don't know what you're doing. It's also bad for search because that means our online presence, our feedback is compromised, because why are you sending us virtual assistants who can't carry out the task? And it's also bad for the virtual assistants because you will really be haunted by the client's feedback, like, this sucks. What are you doing? And you might not be motivated to go back because of those. So for the benefit of everybody in the system, okay, it needs to be trained virtual assistant. So we don't go ahead and refer an apprentice to a partner agency or a partner company without them finishing the course first. Okay. Here in Surge Marketplace, we don't do the okay now, all right, or the that will do, okay, that will do. No, we usually really work for quality relationships, quality portfolios, and we don't go for the shortcuts. Okay, we are willing to build through the foundations. We're willing to spend years in order to get quality in all of our outputs and in all of our relationships. Okay, and that's how we can get high paying jobs as well. All right, I think we're good. Okay. Last question here. Is it okay to apply while you are having the course? I don't recommend it because, again, you will go out in the marketplace half baked. It would be good if you have the certificates, if you have the portfolios with you, then you can be competitive. You're a cut above the rest. Okay, others are coming in and they don't know what they're doing. They're adjusting to the, but you have your portfolio, you have your certifications, you have your feedbacking, okay, from the apprenticeship. So, that will position you towards high paying jobs. I have worked in the banking industry for the last 22 years. Wow, congratulations, Ina. Finished a freelancing certificate as a BA. What position? You can be in, like online bookkeeping, in the financials. You can also give services, your freelance services to those in the financial services. Okay, so you might want to consider that. You're welcome. Okay, and welcome everybody saying thank you. And that's the end of and we're right on time. Okay, congratulations to us all. And when it comes to your code, okay, the code is high paying jobs, because that will be my prayer to everybody here. We are, a few hundreds here, and who have joined me live. And that will be my prayer for all of you, that you will get through this learning and through Search Marketplace high paying freelancing jobs. So we will be sending you the feedback form. Make sure that you registered in order to get that email, and then fill in this code right here, high paying jobs. Until then, thank you very much for being with me. I hope that this is helpful, and this is another you know um, lesson or training that will really position you towards freelancing success. I will see you again next week. Bye everybody, and God bless you all.